We've had 2 frustrating years with them. They've had good football teams, and then have been able to beat us down there, and we're hoping, since we have not lost to them here before, we hope we can keep that string going.
We're taping this pregame on Friday noon prior to the game, so it's a little artificial since you're seeing it Wednesday night after the game's already over. Bill, what will we look for from ADM?
Well, ADM has a very good football team. They've got an outstanding quarterback. I think he's probably the best in the district. He can scramble. He's always going to roll one way or the other, and if he doesn't find anybody open, he's going to be scrambling. So he looks like he's got very good quickness, and he's going to be very hard to contain. He's got the top receiver in the conference, in Chapman. So we know we have a work cut out for us, because with that passing threat and then a very good running attack with Chapman and Wisner to run inside, our defense is going to really be tested this week more than probably any time this season.
Doug, a little history on these last 2 games. It's a pretty sad situation for the Rams, how ADM slipped away from.
Well, and I think what some Ram fans forget is that's how close the Rams are to going 8-0 in this series. The Rams won the first 6 games, and 5 of those first 6 could have gone the Tigers' way, but they all went the Rams' way. Now the last 2 could have gone the Rams' way, but they went ADM's way. So that's just how close this series has been, Rick, and it's been, at times, a very bizarre one.
Yes, it has. We've got the parade coming up in a couple of hours from now. We're taping just a little before noon. And then tonight, and Bill, there's a sandwich deal tonight, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a free barbecue for the students out here, so that will be at 5 o'clock, and that sort of replaces the Powder Puff game, and then that's at the same time as the freshmen will be playing ADM at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Bill, how's the health of the Rams going into this game tonight?
Well, I think, we're doing pretty good for this time of year anyway. Andy Moreland, he hurt his knee a couple weeks ago in practice, and he definitely will not be playing the rest of the year. Kelly DeZuris, we don't know. That's questionable whether he'll be playing or not. And then last week in a sophomore game, Neil Bonet broke his wrist. So we've got those 3 injuries. Hopefully we won't get any more, but that's where we're at right now.
The Rams 1-3 overall for the season, 1-1 in the district. Doug, what other games tonight might be of interest? Seems to me this is probably the premier game in the district this week.
Well, I think it is in terms of even matchups. It'll be interesting to see Ballard and Boone if Ballard can stay with them at all. That's one of the teams that figures they'll be upper division, so just how much separation is there between Boone and the rest of the district, because to this point Boone has played Perry and Sadell, who don't have any victories between them on the year, Rick. So Ballard and Boone would have some interest as well.
Okay, good. The weather report says cloudy, Bill, maybe a little cool, but it appears the rain's going to miss us. When we come back on here and you see us after this pregame, we'll know what the situation is. But it looks pretty good. Bill's been out mowing the field this morning, and that looks in good shape. And we look for a huge crowd tonight, I would think. ADM must be up. They'll bring a lot of fans. And, of course, homecoming, we'll have a huge crowd. There will be graduates back to see this game, and lots of pomp and circumstance. Bill, anything else? Anything you'd like to say?
No, I just, we were playing very good football. We just haven't got on the win column, and so I can't think of a better time to start than at homecoming.
You bet. At the pep rally last night, Thursday night, the Back to the Future pep rally, they talked about how tonight's game started a string of 100 unbeaten games for the Rams that continues on into the far future. We would love to see that, and we'll look for a bunch of you to come out here tonight to the game, and then we'll look for you back here next Wednesday night on the Ram Wrap-Up Show. Rick Moraine with Doug Reider and head coach Bill Kibby.
We can make something positive out of that.
Davidic down the middle. The wind carries it to about the 8-yard line. That's Chapman, 20, 25, and down at about the 30-yard line, Mitchell Murphy in on the special teams tackle.
Well, Mitch Murphy
shoots an awful lot. And they roll him out here. Wants to throw on first down. Completes it to Chapman. A first down to the 42 of JSPC. And Joe, you're going to see that.
They were just really just sort of picking on the Ram defensive back that time.
Kind of a three linemen. Here's Jetman. Big running room, Dusty. First down into Ram territory. Almost lost the football. Flag down. And at the 42 of the Rams, Dusty Jetman finally goes 26-point-a-game average. Now 3 across in the backfield. Being rushed is Knudsen. Flips it out and caught. Nicely done inside the 30. Again, Chapman on the grass.
Significantly more difficult.
And a big hole off the right side for Kyle Wisner.
And
Late
we have
flag.
another play.
Burke on the right side. Chapman left. For Knudsen and company. Knudsen rolling right. He's got running room. He's hit by Erickson and shoved back. I don't know if he got much. Boy, Erickson really closed quickly there, Joe.
That was an outstanding play by Scott Erickson.
And goal for ADM. They give it a draw, and that will go nowhere. The quarterback and running back ran into each other, Joe, and they were on the left side. Burke on the right. High formation. Looking right, coming back left, wide open. And it is incomplete at the goal line. A nice diving try by Kenny Chapman. The goal. It's a 27-yard try. Left footer. It's a low shot. It is good. 3-0 ADM on Michael Prunty's 27-yard field goal. 9:05 to go in the first period. Now this for the Real Country Championship Club. For the first time, Courtney Berry, or rather John Minnehan and Tyler Caius deep. The ball's knocked around, still loose. Picked up at the 25. Running room for Minnehan. Cuts it to the outside and then is bowled over at the 40. About a 16-yard return for Jonathan Minnehan before Nathan Burke knocked him over. So the shotgun. Ryan Mortensen the center. It's Jamie Dobendek at quarterback. He's rushed and go down. He'll go down and lose about 9. 32. Again, the shotgun. 3 receivers. They keep one blocking back in. A draw play up the middle. Pretty solid gain there to the original line of scrimmage for Matt Lautner. Lautner he had 154 yards, career high last week in the close loss at Carroll High. It'll be 3rd and 9. 6-man front. Dobendek with the shotgun. Completed pass. First down, I believe, on the near sideline. Reed Kinney.
Rams got a good spot, Doug. Here, first down by pass, Doug.
It was an 11-yard pickup, and staying with the shotgun, the draw play to Lautner. Breaks one tackle. 40. Near sideline. 30. Great block. 25. Spins through it. 20. 15 and out of bounds. First down Rams. Not sure who made the block downfield, but somebody made one about
34-yard run, Doug, and he ran through at least 2, if not 3 tackles that time. And Matt Lautner is just bringing a load right now from that running back position.
Rams stay shotgun. No backs back there with Dobendek. Jamie being rushed. Near sideline, throws it away. Way over the edge. Courtney Berry split receiver left. 2nd and 10. Give up the middle, Lautner. Nice hole. And around the ankles, Dusty Jetman, or else maybe Matt Lautner goes all the way. Win in 2 overtimes by 1 point. Dustin Briggs in at quarterback. 3rd down, runs the option. Can't get the corner turned. And it'll be a 4th down for JSPC.
Guess who?
It's Jetman, and lets him with a 33-yard field goal. Good snap and hold. The kick's got a chance. And it is no good. Wide right. And the Rams 0 for 5 this year on field goals. And ADM leads it 3-0. They left off with a 3-0 lead. 6:02 to go in the first. And up the middle, ADM runs for short yardage. About 3. Yep, Dusty Jetman.
Order, because into this win, you got to figure the Rams will pick up good field position punting into this win.
Knudsen throwing incomplete.
There again, boy, that wind just knocked that ball right now. That big play here for the Ram defense.
Wing right, split left, a draw play and a fumble, and the Rams recover. Now they lose it, and I think ADM might have gotten it back. One of the Rams was absolutely on the ball.
Well, I believe they're going to call it an incomplete pass. They pulled that shovel pass, that little forward shovel pass, and
is the punter. Rams have Dustin Briggs at midfield. Good snap, and a nice kick into the wind. Briggs at the 50, drops the football. No. It's loose. He picks it up at the 45 and is dumped at the 43.
Oh, so close.
It was a muff, and ADM had 1 man and 1 man only down there, but he did the job. 37 or 27-yard punt. Now the Rams offensively drop the football. It's covered by JSPC. Rams put Erickson wing right, split left, split backs, Briggs to throw. He's got time on the run, complete, and a good running room on the near side for Matt Lautner, the fullback, finally run out of bounds by Joe Bauman. But that is going to be a Ram first down at the 41 of ADM, a 20-yard pickup on the pass to the fullback, Joe. He's the tailback behind fullback Matt Lautner. Phi gets his first carry, runs into the quarterback, bounces to the right, gets positive yardage, breaks another tackle. He's close to a first down. Putting Erickson in the slot right. Briggs at quarterback, up the middle. Lautner breaks a tackle. Matt Lautner dumped at the 19. That should be another first down before the secondary. Jeremy Marker, the free safety, made the stop. Split backs now. Gives to Phi, right side. Cuts it back up. Positive running room. 5, 15, 10, 5, and down at the 2-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle by Jeremiah Knutson of ADM.
Running backs are taking advantage of these opportunities.
At the 1, first and goal. Give to Lautner. Touchdown! Rams are ahead, 6-3 with a PAT upcoming. 2:58 to go. First period.
Board.
Jamie Davendeck to try to kick the extra point. Plenty of distance. Good! Davendeck puts the yard out. And Davendeck, nice boot down the middle. And at the 2-yard line, Chapman up the middle, slides by the first man. Can't get by the second guy at the 16-yard line. That's Zach Fox.
Zach Fox.
Just now ADM at their 16, first and 10. Jeremiah Knutson rolling right, looking to throw, does throw, and complete to Nathan Burke. First down on the far side. That's what Knutson does. So first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Chapman hitting the hole, breaks through, and has close to a first down. Boy, he was hit after a 1-yard gain. Put the head down, kept the legs going.
The first downs between the 20s will be okay.
Wing left, first down pass again, complete again at midfield. Chapman.
The ball is right there.
11 yards, 3 plays in a row. Now on the ground, no nice hold. Chapman, another first down, still moving. He's at the Ram 34. 16-yard gain this time, so 11. 1:20 to play in the first. Wing right. Give to Jetman. He's off the right side for about 3.
Accomplished what they wanted, not punt into this win.
Slot right. Knutson rolling left. Wants to throw. Tucks it under. Big rush. Throws it away. And close enough to receive. First period, 3rd and 8. Slot left. Draw play. And Jetman first down. To the 23.
Almost a college-type offense.
This could be the last play of the first period. And Wisner off the right side gets about 3, maybe 4. And that should do it for the first period. Zach Fox.
Just really guessing right now what they're going to do next.
Knutson on the draw to Jetman. Forward, breaks one tackle, and is really stuffed by Zach Fox, who's had a real active first period in football at the 16.
Out all 4 years.
Split back, slat left, 3rd and 3, rolling left. Knutson wants to run, and he is hit close to the first down sticks, but maybe just short.
Appears to be a little short, Doug. We don't have a very good angle.
Right on the right side, split backs behind Knutson. Give it up the middle, Jetman, and I think he has the first down. First down and 10. Wanting to throw to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Kept one foot in, play. Kenny Chapman. That was a great job by Chapman.
Defensive back couldn't get to it to knock it down.
Michael Prunty to kick. Block. The middle got it. I'm not sure if it was Lautner or who, but the Rams challenged the end zone, I would think. It's sailing deep, and at about the 2, Tyler Caius hands it off to John Minnehan. They got the crisscross work. They've got the crisscross work. 30, 40, 50, 40, and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Jesse Jetman saved the touchdown with that crisscross return work to perfection from the 2-yard line. Caius hands it off to Minnehan. Joe is yelling go because he stood there for a long time, didn't he?
I'll tell you what, John Minnehan had the patience of Job that time. I couldn't have stood there that long holding the football like he did, allowing the defense to chase Caius down, and then it just opened up wide. Credit John Minnehan because tremendous patience on his part to set up that play and return.
32 of the Rams' 66-yard kickoff return. Give on the right side, Matt Phi trying to get the corner, now back inside, got it about 4 or 5. Nice little cut back in for Phi.
This is an offense that is really playing inspired, especially this offensive line.
Up the middle, Lautner in a short game, but he drives the pile forward.
The Ram wrap-up viewers, they didn't lose too much of it.
High set, Briggs in at quarterback. Phi gets drilled. No gains here. They'll turn the ball over on downs. ADM with the blitz. Briggs being rushed. Gets by one man at the 30, at the 25, and he won't get it. Nice tackle. That's what the Rams needed. The drive stays alive. I set. Off the eye, it's Erickson right side, and just inside the 20. Split right, slot right, Briggs rolling right, gives a 5, cuts it back in, gets a little running room, 15, and Jetman has him around the ankle.
You have to figure that the Rams are in 2-down distance.
Wishbone set now, Lautner the fullback, and it'll be 5 around the ankles, no gain,
44 Jetman. My goodness, is that kid a ball player? He's making so many plays.
Split back, swing left, Minnehan split right, Briggs to throw on 4th and 3. Near side is caught. Now will the Rams get the necessary yards? They're fighting and got it. Oh, that's Lautner.
My goodness, that was just Matt Lautner one-on-one.
He wouldn't give
just
up,
desire.
Joe.
He would not give up. That's
just
exactly
barrier,
right, Doug.
Barrier around his ankles. Lautner takes it to the 7.5, a 1st and goal. Second catch of the night, second catch of the year for Matt Lautner. And JSPC got 7 yards there. But it looked like it might not get very many at all.
But it was just a desire play, Doug. And we just see that out of Matt Lautner game after game. And it was just heart and desire.
1st and goal. Phi on the right side. Hit in the backfield. He'll lose yards. Nowhere to go, Matt Phi. Minnehan left. Erickson right. Briggs rolling right. Throws and a flag down. The ball's caught at about the 3, but I think it's a penalty on the Rams. We'll give it up to Lautner, and he'll get very short yardage. So 3rd and over 20. The left wing right with split backs. Briggs to throw again. He's got time. Now he wants to run, and he's going to be dropped. Well, Dustin had time to the receiver on the left side, the near side. Dustin Briggs. Jamie Domendeck on 4th and goal. Heaves it up into the wind, and it is incomplete at the 4. Jeremiah Knudsen and company. Split backs. And off the right side, Jetman cuts it back left. Some nice running room. He's driving and gets about 7 or 8.
Piece of cloth.
Under 3 minutes to go in the half. 2nd and 2, ADM. Draw play to Wisner. 1st down. As squirts up to the 40 pound, but if they get in long field goal range, I'm sure they won't hesitate. Now, Knudsen to the right. Rushed. Nice catch at the Ram 46. Wide left. Chapman to the far side. Split backs in a tight slot on the left side. Knudsen on the draw to Jetman, hitting the hole by Todd Walker. He'll go down with some help. 3rd and 1, Chapman left, Burke right. Barrier in the slot right. They'll give it to Wisner, the fullback, 1st down. Now 2 receivers left. Knudsen rolls left, throws on the run, complete, and a big play over on the far side. Point lead, 1.5 minutes to go before halftime. Knudsen rolling left again, and he flips it out, complete, about an 8-yard pass completion.
Able to come up and really do a very good job of covering that particular
draw
pattern.
Play to Jetman, and Zach Fox makes the stop. Goal try, ADM made theirs. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Rolling right, Knudsen. He fires, and it is caught. Is it a touchdown?
Yes.
Yes. Minute he kick, the left footer. Michael gets it down and through, and it's 16-7, a 2-minute. He'll go 99 yards. Now Kenny Chapman kicks it on the ground, still loose at the 15. Minnehan picks it up the middle, 30, 35, 40, 45. And Tyler Caius to the 49-yard line. Rams have scored once out of 3 times that they've been beat. Counter play. And not much there for Matt Lautner.
10 yards and cut. Bang, bang. It's pitch and catch.
2nd and 7. Dustin Briggs to throw. Being rushed. Gets by 1 man. Sets up. Throws complete. Ram 1st down to Lautner. Breaks a tackle. And at the 30, he is driven. I don't think he went out of bounds. I think he's in the field of play, but the clock will stop. Gus Barrier drove Lautner far enough out to get the clock stopped, but I don't think it was ruled an out-of-bounds play. Matt's had 3 catches tonight, his first 3 of the season, and that's an 18-yard pickup at the 30, and now the clock will start. Or will it not? No, it was out of bounds, apparently. One official said, yeah, they're trying to get the clock started, but the Ram clock keeper isn't starting it. Here's a pass. It's incomplete at the 20, short for Jonathan Minnehan. Rams get the correct set. Shotgun, Dobendeck. Far sideline, and it is caught out of bounds to Reed Kinney, about a 7-yard gain. Briggs is coming off the field, 2 right and 1 left. And Dobendeck steps up. He's going to heave it as far as he can to the end. No, it's picked up, now dropped. Back 4 receivers. This will be the last play they have, barring penalty. JB heaves it way up there. It is knocked around and incomplete. That win.
Now, he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
And, Rick, where you been watching the first half from?
I've been down on the sideline, Doug, taking pictures again. It's been kind of an exciting sideline. The Rams seem to be sort of fired up, but just can't quite seem to break out of the pack here. It looks to me, Doug, as though the ADM is anticipating on those plays. They're trying to get in on our quarterback and anticipate the count. We haven't tried a long count yet. I don't know what you guys have been talking about up here, but it looks to me like a long count might pick us up some yardage, and a screen pass would do the same thing.
Actually, Joe and I, that never occurred to us.
Well, I'm not surprised.
We didn't think of that at all, but it's probably a good idea, and probably the Rams will try that in the second half. Joe, what about some of the numbers here at the break?
Well, it's very balanced, and it's reflected in the statistics, the scoreboard. The Rams, 87 yards rushing, 61 yards passing, 148 yards total offense. 5 out of 9 in the throwing department. By far the best half of football for the Rams throwing. For the ADM Tigers, 92 yards rushing, 102 yards passing, 194 yards total offense, 8 out of 12 in the throwing department for 102 yards. The Tigers have 15 first downs, 8 rushing, 7 passing. The Rams have 10 first downs, 6 of them rushing, 4 of them passing. To me, the most significant statistic on this whole sheet is in this passing attack. Listen to the completions and the yardages. 11 yards, 10 yards, 9 yards, 11 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards, 12 yards, 8 yards, and 21 yards. They're running 10-yard timing patterns. It's all based upon a count. Obviously, they drill this in practice night after night after night, and the execution is just impeccable the first half by the ADM Tigers. Give credit where credit is due. These kids are just executing a timing pattern. Unbelievable for a high school team to do this. And what they're, these receivers, they go 10 yards, make the cut, there's the ball. It's going to be a difficult adjustment for the Ram defensive backs, because the minute you start biting on that, the first time, you're going to see an out and an up. And somebody's going to get burnt for a long one. So it's going to be a game of cat and mouse the second half to see how the Rams adjust to this passing attack.
It's not a normal high school passing attack that we see, is it?
No, not at all. You just want to get to the outside shoulder so bad, you know, and as Joe says, that could do it. But I think we're going to have to take the chance and try it in that second half.
The point will come sometime if the Rams stay behind.
Yeah, the Rams are going to have to gamble a little bit on that. On the plus side, there's been good pressure by the Ram defense, and if they keep that pressure up, at some point in time, that timing's going to be set off a little bit, and you're going to see a pick. But it's going to be two things. It's going to be these defensive backs with good discipline, driving hard in the ball, but then it's going to be good interior rushing by the defensive line to keep pressure on that quarterback.
A windy, chilly night. Rick, been a little cool on the sideline?
Yeah, it has, but I got my longies on and my ski jacket, and I'm fine. It looks to me, Joe, as though one other thing that flat pass offense does is to take our middle linebackers out of the game. Those guys are not getting nearly the tackles that they have so far.
Well, yeah, that's correct, Rick, but at the other hand, you've got that Jetman, who is a good player, a good running back. These linebackers have to stay home. They have to respect that running back, because if they don't, he's gone. He's a quality runner. That's the beauty of this offense that ADM is running right now. It's a college offense with great balance.
Well, I wish we could continue this, but we better get to the second half. 16-7 ADM over the Rams. We'll have the second half. Chapman, a good kicker into that win, a line shot. Bounces it about the 17. Minnehan drops it. He picks it up. He breaks a tackle. 30. Runs into his own man. Up to the 37 and a shirt sleeve tackle. The Rams will have the wind at their back. Shotgun formation. for Dustin Briggs, complete. He's 5 for 5 at the 45, so about an 8-yard gain to Mitch Murphy.
Right on the money for 7 yards.
Dustin Briggs, a wide receiver left, 2 receivers right. They fake a draw. Diamondback with a win, throws deep over everybody's head at the shotgun with nobody in the backfield for Diamondback. He's got time. Now he wants to run, and he will be close.
Very close,
down.
Doug.
We'll see where the mark is.
It's going to be a real
power eye set. Rams need a foot on 4th down. And they
believe they have
it, I think.
I think we got a pretty good, he's got it. He's got it, Doug.
Lautner.
After this snap.
Shotgun, late pressure, Diamondback down the field into double coverage, and intercepted at the 20 by Marker. He's down at about the 18-yard of ADM, so it's Jeremiah Knudsen, 8 of 12 throwing in the first half, and the ball on the ground off the right side.
It's all based on timing.
Power eye, give off to Wisner, first down.
Have it down to the point where it's very sophisticated for a high
running
school.
Room, right side. He's jersey tackled, boy, after about a 3-yard gain. Scott Erickson
into this win.
16-7 Tigers. Jetman up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, and then is pushed backwards. He got about 3 or 4. They show blitz. Rolling to the left, Knudsen, he throws. It's picked off! Minnehan picks it off and dives down at the 39. Oh, great anticipation, Joe, as they were looking for Kenny Chapman.
It was, Doug, and that was one of the adjustments that we saw made by the Rams staff at halftime.
After the Jonathan Minnehan interception, just the 3rd this year. Games, that's for sure. Briggs looking to throw. He bullets a pass to Kenny, complete at the 24-yard line. Oh,
Lautner.
That was Lautner, pardon me. I thought it looked like a tight end. Well, Matt kind of looks like a tight end, doesn't he?
Well, if you have 5'11" tight ends, but boy, he caught that by a tight end and in the middle of that zone, and Matt Lautner had to hear the thunder a little bit.
Briggs back at quarterback, counter play to Erickson. It's open. Erickson, 15. Erickson, 10. Does he have enough to get the end zone? A flag down. He's into the end zone. A flag down at about the 10.
Oh my!
Erickson,
great cut by Scott Erickson, but you just have to wonder. That's in that area where you see hold or clip.
JSPC had a big play earlier called back by a penalty in the 2nd quarter, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Clip.
That is a clip. Problems, and he had enough to get across the goal line, but it came back. Briggs to throw again. Being rushed and sacked. That'll be back to the 2 receivers right. Pump by Briggs, sacked again. Back to the 40. This ball game. Counter play to Erickson. And he will get a little bit of yards. Running hard, gets to the 30, but
net 10-yard pickup. It's worth the chance.
Buys a wing right with split backs. Briggs on 4th and 15, being rushed again. He does get it away. He's got 5. And it's caught. It's caught at the 2-yard line. Oh my! Marker was there defensively. Briggs put a beautiful spiral up, and Matt Fye gets his first catch of the year, Joe, on 4th and 15 to the 2.
Well, that's what you call. Actually, it's to the 1, Doug. A 29-yard pickup for Dustin Briggs, and the big first down, and it gives the Rams a great opportunity to get right back into this ball game.
28 yards. I think they got that ball right on the 2-yard line. It's right on the stripe. 1st and goal. 5:13 to go in the 3rd. Rams down by 9. Power eye set. Give us to Lautner, the fullback. He's right up the gut to the 1.
It around, and Fye was able to grab it in. Just an outstanding individual play.
Power eye, Lautner, touchdown! It's 16-13 of the PAT upcoming. 4:33 to go. 4:33 to go in the 3rd. Eric Scott, the defensive end. They're holding his right arm, walking him off. That's probably not just a minor little thing. But he's got medical attention right there with him with Dr. Carver. Now the Rams will try to kick the extra point to get them within 30 yards. PAT kick. Good. Rams are within 2. It is 16-14, ADM. JSPC back with ADM. With the wind at his back, Diamondback sails a kick that bounces at Chapman at the 10, up the middle, 20. Kenny gets surrounded by about 5 Rams at the 30.
Good coverage by the Rams. Once again, Doug, Zach Fox here on the outside kept his assignment.
Slot right, rolling right, Knudsen giving chase. They've got him. Schwaller with a sack. About a 2-yard loss from behind Scott Schwaller.
And ball, we have excellent speed in that defensive line.
Keith Oakes, extra linebacker in their fumble. Rams have it. Rams have it. They tried the reverse and a fumble.
Todd Walker and
it's Luke Ball.
Luke Ball. And the exchange was very poor and jumped on the ball. Big turnover for the Rams. Now they need to score.
Give to Phi. Can't get the right corner turn and loses a 2nd and 12. And inside counter to Erickson. Nowhere to go. Maybe. Split backs. Briggs to throw. He's got a man. It's caught. And a first down for the Rams. Courtney Berry took a big hit by Chapman, but held up. Briggs gives it off left side. Erickson, big hole at the 5, at the 1. Touchdown! The Rams are ahead with 1:55 to go in the 3rd. That was a huge hole off the left side of the Ram offensive line, Joe. My goodness.
Well, Scott Schwaller, John Paul Fiedler, you see out there, who was leading that play and really sealed down the linebackers for the Rams, was Reed Kinney, number 88. He had a tremendous block on that outside linebacker, and it really broke wide open where Scott Erickson was able to break it outside and took a Tiger defender head on at the goal line and drove him in for the touchdown. Rams going for 2.
4-play, 20-yard drive after the recovery of a fumble. Split backs, trying to get up by 6. Briggs with the option, cuts it out, dives, touchdown! It's 2 points. 2 points for Dustin Briggs. The Rams lead it.
Back into this game and take the lead.
Daubendeck kicking with the wind at his back. And at the 3-yard line, Huber with it. Up the middle, Huber to the 30 and about the 31.
And it'll be interesting to see if they put this ball up in the air.
There's Wisner, big running room, about a 12-yard gain. He was, well,
no.
I know they've lost 3 out of 4 coming in, but boy, here's Wisner again. Nice running room, a first down again.
See a crease there. They see an opportunity.
And they give it to Wisner again. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard. One off the right side of the offensive line. This time, 2nd and 9. And ball's loose. Who's got it? ADM covers it. In the JSPC homecoming game, an exciting 4th period coming.
Big down for the Rams.
Rams show blitz. Motion to the left side by Barrier. Rolling left. Jeremiah Knudsen pitches it out. He's got the man complete. Barrier inside the 20 of JSPC. ADM down by 6 up the middle. There's a big running room for Jet, which should again to the far side. And again, it's Jetman, and again, nice running room. He was dragged.
An offense to watch that ADM is operating here.
Give him the right side, Wisner. He's to the 3-yard line. Give it to Wisner. He bounces off one man and is in. Touchdown. They were tied.
Now space for running by the fullback.
Now for the lead. High snap. Ronnie gets it up, and it is good. And ADM leads it 23-22. 10-11 to play in the game. Rams have lost so many close games the last 3 seasons. They would really love to win this one. They'll have to come from behind to the win. Murphy takes a line drive shot at the 16. He fakes a handoff. Mitch to the 30 and the 34 and just tripped up. And Dustin Briggs, who's alternated with Jamie Daubendeck at quarterback. To Erickson. Erickson on first down. Across 7, 2nd and 7. Give to the 3rd man and a short gain. Need 5. Split formation, 2 tight ends. Briggs wants to throw. He's being rushed. He gets by one man. He throws complete to Kinney. First down. 1.5 minutes to play. Rams down by 1 point. And the 3rd man off the wishbone, and Erickson for 2 play. Wishbone set again. 3rd man again. This time it's Phi. Tries to bounce it out. Tries to bounce it in.
Very well.
2 tight ends set again. Wing left. Briggs to throw again. 3rd and long. He's got time, and it is incomplete. A man got there early. Interference. Chapman at the Ram 34. Split backs. Had to give up the middle. And almost breaking for big yardage was the fullback Matt Lautner. He did get to the 20. Briggs to the 3rd man. No, check it. The 1st man, the fullback. Fake. Briggs running option. He'll keep it and breaks a tackle.
First down.
Got the first down, yes. Nice job by Dustin. Nathan Burke tripped tight ends. 5:30 to go in the game. Rams down by 1. Here's Phi. Breaks it outside. He's at the 20, at the 10, and down.
From the ADM 5.
Phi out of there. Power I set now. Briggs to Lautner, bounces it outside, cuts it back in, and he's got yardage down to the 1, I think, maybe the 2.
Just a great piece of running by Matt Phi. I thought he was going to be stopped for about a 1-yard loss.
Matt Lautner,
and just didn't quit.
Time after time have played great, exciting games. Power I from the 1. Give up the middle. Lautner spins, dives, reaches. Touchdown! Matt Lautner does it again. His third 1-yard run tonight. The Rams are back up. It's 28-23.
Folks, when you see this game, that run on the film on Wednesday night, think of the word effort and desire, because that's all it was. He was hit. I thought he was going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss. Good clean hit on him, but effort and desire by Matt Lautner gave the Rams that touchdown. What a play. One of the great 1-yard runs you'll ever see.
Rams line up to kick, up by 5. Lautner's the snapper. Good snap to the holder Briggs, and Davendak, the kicker, puts it right through to Championship Club. Jamie scoots it along the ground. It hits at the 23 to barrier, goes on the far side. Mitch Murphy can't get him. The Todd Walker does, however, at about the 29. Come out in the power I set. Barrier on the draw to Jetman for about 1, maybe 2. And going left, Knudsen wanting to throw. He undershoots a man. Barry was the closest. Huber in the slot, motion right. Knudsen rolling right, throwing right. He's got Burke, but short of the first down.
Big play by Mitch Murphy.
4th and 2. ADM going for it. 4th and 2. Jetman has a first down. Jetman is going to have one man to beat. Caius got clipped, and
no flag.
The official threw the flag on the far side, but it's going to be a big gainer. Jetman on 4th and 2 got all kinds of yards. ADM is very much in business. They will be backed up on the clip as Caius was hit in the back.
But I tell you what, they came on a quick count, Doug, and I thought there was motion, but it wasn't thrown. It looked real close to being motion on the initial snap, but Jetman broke the thing for...
Well, we'll see. One of the clipping yardage is marked back. We'll see officially how many yards a run is. Probably somewhere around 20. Let's see, a 23-yard run to the 39 of the Rams. Clipping brought it part of the way back. Pull out one of these. Here's a throw down the middle, incomplete at the 15. Canoe, 2nd and 10. Slot and wide right. Give on the draw to Jetman, and he's going to get about 6 here. 3rd and 4. Give up the middle. Wisner first.
They're just using up so much time.
There's an option, and a nice defensive job by the Rams. They hold the quarterback to a short game.
But at the positive side, the clock continues to go, Doug. I think that was Zach Fox that made the play, holding him to a 3-yard pickup. But more importantly, he made the tackle to force Knudsen to stay inbounds, and the clock continued to go. To roll, we're under 1:30 now.
23-yard line. Here again. Knudsen to throw. Back across the middle. Rams have the coverage, incomplete. The receiver. Quick pitch left side. It's fumble. It's a fumble. It's loose. ADM fell on it. It was loose for some time. They've got one play left. ADM. The quarterback Knudsen got back on it. And timeout, and it's the last ADM timeout. The ball back at...
Got to look at is number 37, Kenny Chapman on the far
near side. Chapman far side. Knudsen, he's going to throw it deep. He's looking for Chapman. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. And it looks like all those close losses are going to turn into a victory for JSPC. 58 seconds to go. They threw down the goal line to Chapman, and the Rams are going to be undefeated against ADM at home. They're going to be 4-0 and win a close ball game.
Tyler Caius, Courtney Berry had the double on Chapman. They ran that roll to the near side, threw it back against the grain, but they ran double coverage, and Tyler Caius made a great play on the ball to bat that thing into the ground. The Rams are going to win a game. If there's a team that ever deserved to win one, this is the team, Doug.
Rams take a knee twice. Briggs takes a knee. Clock keeps rolling. He's got to do it one more time. And JSPC wins their homecoming game 29-23, an upset over Adel-Desoto-Minburn.
And a team effort, Doug. What a team effort we saw. You know, the offense really came to life tonight. Dustin Briggs had a career night throwing the ball. Doug, I have him throwing the ball 7 times. Guess how many completions?
7?
7. He did not throw an incomplete pass.
That's a guy throwing 16% on the season, goes 7 for 7. How do you figure that? And one more time, Briggs has to take a knee, does, and that's it.
I feel so good for these kids.
A close win instead of a close loss. And boy, does that ever feel good. We're just broadcasters, Joe, and we're almost giddy.
I tell you what, because after seeing that heartbreak, look at that staff, look at the kids. Unbelievable. And I tell you what, it's just, you feel so good for them. Last week, that loss to Carroll, and they left so much on the field, and I was really nervous tonight, Doug. I thought they would have been fragile coming out tonight, but just so great mental toughness and to win a close game and to do it once again with the opponent driving for the winning touchdown, but making the stand and making the plays, and they made plays in that last drive against ADM, and my hat's off to the Rams. Tell you what, my hat's off to the staff to get this team ready this week. It was tough.
You know, and one thing Coach Kibby and the staff said all week, they said, we really think we have to score 4 times. And the Rams scored 29 points to outscore ADM 29-23 to go to...
Year after year after year, Coach, you outscored ADM 22-7 in that second half. Must be a most satisfying homecoming victory.
It was a tremendous win for us. Sorry, I lost my voice. Can't talk very well.
Can't imagine why.
I know it. But it was a great win. Homecoming makes it great. It's been a great series, you know, through the years. And, you know, it's still a good football team. And to beat a team of ADM's quality is really satisfying.
Doug, that quarterback wideout combination that ADM had, we haven't seen anything like that for quite a while.
Oh, you're really right. The way they roll out, Jeremiah Knudsen, and all those timing patterns to Kenny Chapman or Nathan Burke, whatever the case may be. Gus Barrier caught a touchdown pass. They have a stable of receivers. They have a good running game with Dusty Jetman. And they really do seem to have it all offensively. And I think that just adds more credence to what Coach Kibby said. I mean, the Rams beat that team. The Rams were down by 9 at the half, came back, took advantage of 2 third-period turnovers, got behind again, came back into the win, put on the game-winning drive, and then held off an ADM charge right at the very end, Rick. So it's a tremendous credit to Coach Kibby and his staff and the kids, because they never stopped believing they could win.
Coach, that second half, you did a lot better at shutting down the ADM passing attack that Doug's talking about. What conscious adjustments did you make at halftime?
Well, I think one thing was they tried to run the football into the wind during the third quarter, and so they didn't throw the ball nearly as much. And then we were trying to just put more pressure inside, outside pressure on their receivers, and it worked out. We got an interception in there, and we did a much better job.
Doug, the statistics were pretty even as the game was.
ADM actually had a few more yards. Part of that attributable to when the Rams did get an ADM turnover, they didn't have to go very far. ADM unofficially with 328 total yards, the Rams 256. The best balance that the Rams have had, the best they've thrown the ball by far. Remember now, in the first 4 games, JSPC had completed 5 passes. Well, Dustin Briggs himself on Friday night was 7 for 7 for unofficially 109 yards. And Jamie Davendeck was 2 for 8 for 15 yards and had an interception. So the Rams far exceeded their season total in passing yards in that one game. 58 receiving yards for Matt Lautner on 4 catches, and that goes with Matt's 83 rushing yards in 14 carries. Matt Fye added 40 running yards. Fye had the one big catch, a 30-yarder on 4th and 15. Put the ball down at the 2 for JSPC. And so a great balance between those two things. Again, unofficial numbers were 131 rushing yards for the Rams, 124 passing. ADM 204 rush, 124 passing. Just 20 passing yards for the Tigers in the second half.
Tremendous. Doug, around the district went pretty much according to plan. The JSPC ADM game, pregame, would have been rated a toss-up. How about the other games?
Well, a couple of close ones in there. Rick, Waukee keeps Perry winless. The Rams go to Perry this week, of course, for the Battle of the Cowbell. 10-6, Waukee winning. Perry's 0-5. They've lost 2 of those games very close. The Rams know about close losses. The Blue Jays have been close twice, but so far not in the win category. Boone, the pre-season favorite, 7th-rated Boone, 21-7 winner at home over Ballard. And Carroll High, the easy win at Sadell, 54-8. So Boone and Carroll, at this point, Rick, 3-0 in the district. The Rams are 2-1 in the district. ADM is 2-1. Waukee 1 and 2. Ballard 1-2. Sadell and Perry 0-3.
Doug, that Boone-Ballard game may be something of a surprise because of the narrowness of the margin, or
well,
was that about what you expected?
I think it was a game that, as we talked earlier going in, we talked in the pregame, that's going to tell us a little something, and just I think it says that Boone is a very good football team, but they're probably not going to score 50 points every night out. And their first 2 district games were Sadell and Perry, the 2 teams that don't have any wins. Ballard, as Coach Kibby has commented, watching them on film when he scouted other opponents, Ballard is a very fine football team. They lost a close one to ADM. They lost by 2 touchdowns at Boone. So I think it kind of balances out. Yet Boone is still very good, but now Boone gets in the better part of the district schedule.
Coach, this week we've got Perry. As Doug says, they are winless. Do you look for anything different from what we've come to know as Perry football?
No, I don't. I think it'll be very similar. It'll probably be a very tough ball game like we've had before with them. You certainly can't pay attention to what their record is, because when you get into this series, well, it's always very, very tough. So I'm sure they're going to want to keep that cowbell, and we'd sure love to get it back.
We had it for an awful long time, and they stole it from us last year, Doug.
Yeah, almost literally they did. And the series goes back a long time. Started with just Jefferson and Perry, the Rotary clubs, way back. And the Rams before last year had won the last 13 in a row in a 16-year span, but then Perry won 22-6 in Jefferson a year ago. And so again, it's a rivalry game, and the rivalry is back, I think, particularly from a JSPC point of view, now that Perry has the cowbell. And what Coach Kibby said about those records, now, just go back prior to Friday night. ADM was 3-1, the Rams were 1-3, so if you look just at that, you say, well, ADM's going to win. The Rams won, so the Rams now are on the other foot, Rick. They can't just look at an 0-5 Perry record and say, well, we have this one. That's not the case.
Yeah, Bill, we're definitely back in the hunt, as you guys were saying out in the post-game huddle right after the game. We're definitely back in the hunt in the district. That must be an incentive for your squad.
That's one of your goals every year, is to try to make the playoffs. And so we knew Carroll was a big game last week, and that really hurt. And if we were going to make the playoffs, it means you got to win your ball game. So at least you're there. Whether we'll make it or not, I don't know, but at least we're there and we're still fighting for it.
Sure. Other than your throat, are there any casualties from the game?
No, I don't think so. Everybody came out of it fine.
Tremendous. Well, the game this Friday is down at Perry. It's not that far away, and as Doug points out, the history of this rivalry goes back a long way. We'll look for another big Ram fan contingent. We know Perry will be there in force with the cowbell at stake. We'll hope to see you there, and we'll hope to see you back here next week on the Ram Wrap-Up Show.